So let's get into the recap of episode 3. After the whole fire pit situation, everybody kind of gathered up to kind of talk. Huda's crying. Like, why are you crying? She basically tells Shelly that, Orlando was so rude. Like, she should have said those things in private. It's like, she should have kept that advice for herself. She should have, all that drama she was doing, she should have kept it private. She should have kept it cutesy. After the fire pit situation, to talk to the girls, she was doing too much. Bella tells Orlando that, what you did there, it kind of came across like you're doing too much. It's like, what are you guys saying? Like, Huda was the one doing too much, Orlando did not do too much. She was just trying to shut it down, as she should. I was a bit shocked that Austin did stand up. I was like, okay, okay. Orlando and Huda, so now they kind of talk, and Orlando was basically like, she was just trying to stop Huda because she was thinking like maybe or Huda was kind of going on everyone. And she was like, let's kind of talk later. Like, let's keep it like a girl talk. And then she was, then Orlando basically mentioned that maybe she thought maybe Huda, it was better for her not to say anything or kind of put things differently. Exactly. Like, Huda should have not said anything. She kept it quiet. And yeah. Then basically Huda was like, she's just trying to stand up for the girl. Like, she didn't mean it in any, like, there's no malicious intent there. Okay. But the way she was saying, "I'm proud of you," to Jeremiah, she was doing too much and it was giving show off. Taylor like is justified in the in standing up like it's only day 3 and your kids are nice. There was no need to have this conversation, but they had the conversation and Orlando was basically like, you didn't need to stand up. You can still get to know the girl, but you didn't need to stand up. Like he can stand up if he wants. And then she basically says like, you had 5 minute conversation with Sierra. Like, does it really? It kind of shows like our relationship doesn't really mean much, cause you only had 5 minute conversation with Sierra and you already signed up. Girl, how many conversations did you have with Ace? Like the first day you were already kissing, trying to get to know him. So, but you even trying to get to know him, you just get to know him. Yeah. Ace and Shelly, like they're always together flirting. So like guys just couple up and call it a day. But I don't really trust Ace. Like I feel like he likes everyone. Huda and Jeremiah basically speak and they're like, we're like the moments out of the villa. Like we're like the most mature, like doing too much. Bella's crying, like why is she crying? She basically like this experience is making her feel emotional, like it's not really much about Nick, it's about Nick. You'll feel like you're vulnerable and you may be back in your backseat. So Nick and Bella basically now have a conversation and then she feel like, she's been blindsided. She was like a fool, like she could have basically said that, he was feeling Sierra. Yeah, I feel like you should have communicated early on. Like that was dragging things. Like he wasn't speaking to her, was speaking to Sierra. Like he could have been a bit more open. I agree with that. Even though like it's been 3 days, she still deserves that communication. Um, yeah. So she basically said like, it's not gonna work. Nick was like, I still like you, but like, yeah, cut things off Bella. Like, no. Huda basically speaks to Shelly, basically saying that she's just waiting to see if Jeremiah is mature enough to take her big secret. Like this is a part of you. Like I don't really get why she's keeping this secrecy. It's something you should just tell the girl. Like it's something you should have told the guy straight on. Like it's not a big thing. Like it's a big thing, but like it's not something we need to be hiding. Like it's a disease. It's part of who you are. Not to play the game of like who cheated the most, all this and that. These numbers are crazy. Like I don't feel they're real. Like the part where Austin sent like thousands of nude, sent the most nude pictures, thousands. So a lot of these numbers, they're not really adding up. And the fact that people like Charlie looks so innocent, but he's done so much. It's like Charlie only came like 2 seconds ago. You don't really know much about him, so I feel like the girls were doing too much. I think everyone was mainly shocked about Austin. Like Austin, like he ain't an innocent guy. Like he is very bad. He cheated the most. Big red flag. Jeremiah is the one that said he loved someone the most. Like he loved 10 people, but then he basically said like it wasn't. It's not really a big deal. Like it was in high school. Like he says he loved a lot of girls, but then later on, it's only like 2 or 3. Huda speaks to the girl saying that she definitely felt like Jeremiah was love bombing her since day one. So him kind of loving 10 girls, you know, is that how he moves? So she's questioning, and we've all seen this anyway. Like we knew this, but anyway, she's basically saying she's not surprised. Like she sees as a red flag. It's like, girl, if you've seen this, why are you so like, handcuffed with this guy? So Ace begins to stir things up, saying that put yourself in the situation with this Huda situation. Like, how do you feel like she slept with two men the same day? Like, what do you think about it? It's like, it's mind your business. Like, you could see Jeremiah, like, he was really worked up. He's like, it's not a big deal because, he knows, like, that would never happen, between him and Huda. Like, he knows how to do it right. But then he's like, put yourself in the situation of that guy that who didn't satisfy her. Like, Ace, why are you doing this? And then he's laughing at his face, basically saying that she might say like, what the first guy, she probably lied to him, saying that you were good. What if she did the same thing to you? Like, what if you're that first guy? It's like, why are you doing this to Jeremiah? Like, his mission is to break them up. Like, that is his mission since day one. He wants to get with Huda, period. Or he's just there to stir things up. He's enjoying this a little too much, and Jeremiah, just ignore him. Ignore him, please. So then Ace speaks to Taylor, saying that Jeremiah, I don't trust him. Like, we see in that game, like, he said he loved people 10 times. He said he loved 10 girls. It's very on brand for him, and he's definitely love bombing Huda. Like, this is what he does. Like, he doesn't feel like the relationship is real. No matter what, he's always in for Jeremiah, no matter what. So he's right, but the intentions behind it. Finally, Huda's gonna reveal this big secret to Jeremiah. Jeremiah was so scared. He's like, "What is this big secret?" Like, she was like, dragging it. And then after she revealed it, like, he was like, "Oh," it's like he thought it was something else. He was like, "Oh, that's it." And then it's like, then after he's like, "Oh, let's get back to reality." He's like, "You're 24 and you got a kid. How many?" She's like, "One." And she's like, "Look up." He's like, "I'm gonna look down. Like, I gotta think about this." But I think you'll be okay with it. But when to get out of this Love Island thing, I don't know. I don't know.